This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Welcome to the South Today. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. More than 700 South Dunedin households were without power for much of today as Aurora Energy Cruise replaces power poles, prompting the South Dunedin MP to open her doors.
Aurora Energy scheduled power outages today affecting nearly 700 customers in South Dunedin. The Labour Party opened its rooms in McAndrew Road, offering a warm place to go during the outages.
My first concern was for elderly people who don't have fireplace and who rely on their electricity to try and keep warm. And then of course it's school holidays and kids are at home, and having no power for a whole day on a day which is almost freezing is really hard.
Aurora Energy says they have a target of replacing nearly 3,000 power poles before the end of the year, meaning work is still progressing through winter.
Yeah, well, I understand why we need to have those poles replaced because they're dangerous, and so I support that, although let's not forget that the reason why so many are being replaced is because Aurora has not managed its infrastructure replacements properly. I think there is a wider community responsibility, particularly in a place like Dunedin and in Otago, where it's cold, really cold, and where you've got vulnerable people who may get sick or sicker from not having access to power during the day.
The South Today approached some affected residents for comment.
Very cold. I've kept the curtains closed as much as possible, but I've opened them today because I was coming down here to get nice and warm and a lovely drink of hot coffee.
And is it quite cold in your house today then?
Cold. Yeah, a little bit. Got the sun coming through the window.
What's it like having no power?
Boring. Because got no internet no more.
Well, it's got a bit better now. We're getting the sun in the back.
So
it's still cold.
It's quite cold, is it?
I made a flask of boiling water, but it didn't last very long. I just had a medium soup.
Aurora Energy says it is continuing to notify electricity customers of planned outages via their electricity retailer in advance. The company also lists planned outages on their website. Simon Henderson, The South Today.
A 26-year-old Central Otago woman is scheduled to appear in court later this month after allegedly supplying drugs to people under 18. The arrest follows inquiries over the last few months into reports from concerned parents in regard to the supply of cannabis to young people. The woman will appear in the Alexandra District Court in July. In April, the government announced it would be making changes to New Zealand's immigration laws. But with just a month to go until the changes are due to take effect, they've still not been finalised. And as Queenstown reporter Mina Amso discovered, finding out exactly what the changes are and how they will affect people is no easy task. Here's her report.
Immigration Minister Michael Woodhouse announced earlier this year new rules would apply to people wanting to immigrate to New Zealand to work and live. Next month, 2 sets of changes will take place, one to residency requirements for skilled migrants and the other to skilled migrant work visa application. The latter is the most controversial and is the focus of this story. One of the complicating factors is that the changes are yet to be finalised.
We've seen the proposal put out, submissions have been put through to the government, and we're waiting a decision on that probably before the election.
But he says it will go through. If the proposal goes through, it will mean that if you hold an essential skill visa working in a job with skill levels 4 or 5, like a front of the house position, bartending or cleaning, and you earn less than $73,000, you can work for a maximum of 3 years. And each year you will have to reapply and renew your visa. After 3 years, of course, you will have to return back to your country, wait for 12 months before reapplying again. For higher skilled migrants working in New Zealand, if they work in a skilled level job 1, 2 or 3, in a job like chefing, hotel management, and they earn more than $49,000, they will have to get their essential skills visa renewed as well each year, but have no limit as to how many times they can apply.
They're available to have their partners and dependent children come in, but the change there is that with regard to the dependent children, they will have to pay international fees, and the partner will have to, unlike what they get now with an open work visa, the partner has to be able to get the visa in their own right on their own skills. The migrant themselves is going to be subjected to paying out these fees on each occasion. The employer has to go through proving on each occasion that there is no New Zealander there to do the job.
But the changes are not set in stone. Firth says there's room to develop regional specific policy.
And I think that's an opportunity over the next year or two to develop some regional specific, I guess, skill shortage lists and potentially say, well, look, actually in Queenstown there is a really big demand for these workers, so let's change it again and make it regional specific and better off for Queenstown.
Foreign nationals living and working in New Zealand are finding the lack of certainty around the changes to the immigration laws stressful. Tomorrow I speak to one Queenstown resident about what the future might hold for her. Mina Amso, The South Today.
People and dogs slid on the frozen Lower Mannaboon Dam near Alexandra yesterday. Several nights of temperatures below -4 degrees Celsius created a section of ice on the dam that was several inches thick. Locals say it would take a few more decent frosts for the middle of the dam to be thick enough to skate on. Warmer winter temperatures last year meant water in the dam did not freeze enough to safely walk on. The Ministry for Primary Industries says no Bonamia osterae has been detected in the latest testing of the Bluff wild oyster fishery. Ministry of Primary Industries Director of Readiness and Response, Jeff Gwynn, says this shows removing oyster farms from Big Glory Bay was the correct thing to do. He says they sampled 11 locations across Foveaux Strait and Bonamia was not detected in any of their samples, giving the Ministry 95% confidence that Bonamia is not present. Gwynn says the Ministry has also carried out testing at Bluff Harbour itself, with Bonamia osterae not being detected in any of these areas. The Ministry will continue to actively monitor the wild fishery. The next round of sampling and testing will be in September. Still to come on The South Today, a Queenstown driver caught speeding at 179 kilometres per hour in a 100 km/h zone, and a new arterial route linking the Queenstown town centre with Frankton is being proposed by the Queenstown Lakes District Council.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
They say nothing in life is free, but some things are, like smelling the flowers, random acts of kindness, hugs, compliments, nice hat, and best of all, how good is free TV? More shows than you can shake a stick at. New Zealand, watch it live for free, on demand for free, record for free, with Freeview.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books, with the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
We're at 25 Moray Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
How about these? Stretch moleskins by Lee Ryder. 7 colours, 2 leg lengths. Very comfortable, warm, extremely durable, and only $79.90.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Silverhorn Active Manuka Honey from the natural Manuka forests of New Zealand. Buy one 250-gram pot for $34.90 and get a second pot for half price. Order online at silverhorn.co.nz.
Oakley's Bathroom Centre proudly brings you junior football from around Dunedin. Off the Bar, Saturday 7 p.m, Sunday 1 p.m, and Tuesday afternoon 3:30 p.m.
Welcome back. A Queenstown driver was recently stopped after being caught speeding at 179 kilometres per hour in a 100 km per hour zone. The man will appear in Queenstown District Court on Monday, July the 24th, charged with driving at a dangerous speed. Police say there were more than 34 reported crashes across Southland and Otago over the weekend due to icy conditions. Cold temperatures are expected again tonight, and police are asking motorists to be mindful on the roads and not drive unless it's absolutely necessary. A new arterial route linking the Queenstown town centre with Frankton is being proposed by the Queenstown Lakes District Council. The arterial is one aspect of what the council describes as its master plan for development over the next 30 years. Here's Mina Amso.
The master plan outlined by the Queenstown Lakes District Council today is designed to connect all the town's major infrastructure projects together to ensure that they are carried out in an integrated way. The council describes the plan as ambitious. And that certainly applies to the idea of a new arterial link between the town centre and Frankton. It would run parallel to the existing and at times congested Frankton Road, but at a higher elevation. Mayor Jim Bolt says the new arterial would present the community with a set of challenges that would need careful consideration. Other ideas listed as preferred options by the council, including establishing a community heart for Queenstown. The public is now being invited to make its views known to the council. Full details are on the council's website. I'm Mina Amso for the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, around 200 women competed at the club's New Zealand National Bowls Indoor Bowls Championships in Invercargill recently, and Waitaki Boys High School held St Kevin's College scoreless in their inter-school first 15 clash for the first time in 22 years.
Channel 39 brings you a series of 45-minute documentaries looking at the future and the past. Wednesday nights at 7:30, repeating Friday nights at 8:30, only on Channel 39.
Loss of collagen is the reason for those fine lines and wrinkles. Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Joints, tendons, ligaments and cartilage all benefit from healthy collagen levels, the very foundation of structural health. Support collagen levels naturally with Collagen Plus by Silberhorn. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call now 0800 502 402.
How about these? Stretch moleskins by Lee Ryder. 7 colours, 2 leg lengths, very comfortable, warm, extremely durable and only $79.90.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489-2274.
University of Otago. Usually the atmosphere is charged with the energy of student life. But this week is the week before exams.
Hey, Tane. Not now, man. I'm panicking. Come on, mate. I know just what you need. In here? No. Is this it? No. This is the place to ease your stress.
Hey Tane, fancy a little cuddle?
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
EFTPOS, point of sale and cash registers. Rent, lease or buy. Mobile EFTPOS and fixed terminals. Short or long-term rentals. Contact Anything's POS today. 0274 361 474.
Autumn is here. Too late to sow grass seed, but never fear. Ready Lawn is here. Ready Lawn, your perfect all-year-round solution. Call Ready Lawn today.
She may be the love that cannot hope to last. They come to me from shadows.
Europe in Concert rerun. Channel 39 brings you some of the world's most interesting musicians on stage. Mondays, 10 p.m.
Around 200 women competed at the club's New Zealand National Women's Indoor Bowls Championships in Invercargill recently. Bowlers from 32 clubs throughout the country took part in the tournament and competed in singles, pairs, triples and fours. The singles winner was Marilyn Baskerville from Mangere Cosmopolitan, while the pairs trophy went to Kath Arvidsson and Deborah Warren from the Papakura Club. The contest was held at the Southland Indoor Bowls Centre, and New Zealand Indoor Bowling Executive member Graham Lowe says it's the best venue in New Zealand. Waitaki Boys High School held St Kevin's College scoreless in their inter-school First 15 clash for the first time in 22 years. The annual event took place at the Whitestone Contracting Stadium on Friday.
Waitaki retained the Leo O'Malley Trophy, affectionately known as the Peanut, after a 29-0 win against St Kevin's. The last time St Kevin's had failed to score a point in the inter-school match was in 1995, when the team went down 3-0. Waitaki prop Tonga Malafu barrelled his way through the St Kevin's defence after a few minutes, and Kinzit slotted the conversion, putting Waitaki ahead 7-0. Halfback Thomas Hutton had a strong game for Waitaki, adding another try at the 15-minute mark, following a solid scrum. This was converted, taking the lead to 14-0. St Kevin's was starved of the ball for much of the first half, but when the side did have possession, they were unable to capitalise on limited chances. While St Kevin's defended well in patches, the team was unable to stop Waitaki's hooker latching onto an errant pass on the stroke of half-time and sprinting away for a 60-metre intercept try, which Kinzit converted, bringing the lead at half-time to 21-0. Playing with a helpful wind behind it in the second half, St Kevin's improved on attack and pressured the Waitaki defence through enterprising play, but poor handling let St Kevin's down. The final score, Waitaki 29, St Kevin's 0. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. More than 600 South Dunedin residents were without power for much of today as Aurora Energy Cruise replaces power poles, prompting the South Dunedin MP to open her doors. And in April, the government announced it would be making changes to New Zealand's immigration laws, but it's not smooth sailing for many. And the Ministry for Primary Industries says no Bernamia osterae has been detected in the latest testing of the Bluff wild oyster fishery. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Barry.
Hello, Melissa. How are you?
Good, thank you.
The developer of the proposed Full Street Hotel in Dunedin says taking floors off the top of it, of the planned 5-star hotel, would make it not viable, but he hopes to convince the hearings committee. So that's a challenge ahead. We also have a reaction to Queenstown Lakes District Council's grand development plan released today, so details of that in the paper tomorrow. And we also have a weather warning. We've had enough of it over the weekend, lots of chilly weather and black ice and accidents, so it looks like that's not going to lessen. We also took a trip to Ophir, to find out what life in the freezer was like. Ophir hit -9 degrees over the weekend, so our reporter braved the chills and went and had a look and chatted to the locals there. In sport, we have All Black players eager to get back into action for the Highlanders, and that starts on Friday, so back into the Super Rugby competition. The Otago Volts have announced their contracted players for the season, so all that in the paper tomorrow.
Wonderful, thank you. So you can read about that in tomorrow's ODT. And now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Sportsville.
Starting with today's southern view, taking off flags and a blue sky over Dunedin and blue skies over Queenstown's Lake Wakatipu. Looking at the situation, it's a very cold week ahead for all of us with snow and sleet. The weather starts to clear in the second half of the week with severe frost inland. To the southern outlook, all of you can expect snow showers, fresh southwesterlies and very cold temperatures. Balclutha and Catlins have a high of 4 while Gore and Lumsden peak at 3. To the central outlook, it's more of the same with snow, moderate southerlies and very cold. Alexandra and Queenstown and Wanaka are all 3 degrees and Te Anau barely warmer at 4. Now to the northern outlook, where it's a little bit milder. Timaru is the only town tonight with double digits at 10 and rain. Oamaru and Twizel are 6 with sleet and snow for the two of you. Same for Omarama at even a chillier 4 degrees. Here in Dunedin tonight, it's fine tonight and 4 degrees but turning to rain before dawn. A high tomorrow of 5, then sleet and an overnight low of 1. And on Wednesday, it's just 5 degrees with possible snow, turning to the rain the following day. And in Invercargill, it's showers and 5 degrees tonight, and that temperature keeps at that level for tomorrow's high. Tomorrow also sees hail, sleet, snow to low levels, and cold gusty southerlies. Tomorrow has an overnight low of 1, but Wednesday sees the weather clearing with a high of 6. That's us for tonight. You can keep up to date with the latest Southern Region news on YouTube, Facebook and at channel39.co.nz. Thank you for watching.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.